What up, guys? Andrew Bad Andy Belgum, and I'm back again with another edition of Bad Andy Fitness. So today I'm going to be going over shoulder pains and how you can get rid of them. If you go to a doctor, they're going to tell you the only way to fix it is surgery, and that's just not true. So what causes most shoulder pain that's up here? That's actually the supraspinatus being pinched, because it runs through your clavicle, being pinched off by rounded shoulders. So today I'm going to go over a few stretches that will alleviate the pain immediately, and then I'll show you some exercises you can do to help build, because what's going to prevent this from continually being a problem is building up your supraspinatus, infraspinatus, your teres major and teres minor. You know, your muscles kind of right back here. Those are some muscles we're going to target, and it's going to take care of those shoulder pains. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the first stretch that I like to do. I'll show you two stretches, and then I'll show you a couple lifts you can do every day. And you should do these every day if you have shoulder problems to help alleviate that right away, at least 3 times a week, guys. So let's go ahead and let's get into them. Alright guys, first stretch that you need to do to help get rid of that shoulder pain immediately is we're just going to hang on a bar. And the important thing to do when you're hanging on the bar is focus on your pinky and the finger next to it, putting all your weight onto that. And that's going to give you a really good stretch. So you're just going to hang on the bar, and you just kind of hang on there as long as you can, and you'll feel it pulling on that scapular bone like I was talking about. Those are the muscles we discussed earlier. Just kind of hang, stretch through them, and then you can see here I'm picking up a little bit. Go ahead, do that. Hold it there. You should feel a really good stretch in them. And then just come back down and elongate as long as you can and stretch through that pinky finger. Also, you can do this with just one arm. It's going to give you a deeper stretch. It's a little harder, so you might have to work up to it. But this is stretch number 1, and try to do it for a couple minutes every day. It's really going to help. So let's go ahead and let's get into stretch number 2. Alright guys, so stretch number 2 is just a close grip lat pull down. And once again, you're going to focus on your pinky finger and the finger next to it, just stretching up and getting a really good deep stretch. So with this, get as much weight on there as you can pull down, and then just let it kind of pull up through your pinky finger, and you'll feel a really deep stretch right back in those muscles, the teres major and teres minor especially. But it's going to hit the infra and supraspinatus as well. And you just kind of hang out here for a few minutes. And then just like the pull up we were doing, kind of pull down a little bit and let it stretch there as well. Then let it go back up and stretch again. Pull it back. Let it up. And that's really going to start to stretch out those muscles and get that supraspinatus from being pinched all the time. And these two stretches are going to alleviate that pain. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you 3 lifts you can be doing every day to help permanently fix this problem and stop you from having to get surgery. Alright guys, so the first lift I'm going to show you is called the face pull. And the important thing with the face pull is when you get your grip here, make sure your thumb is pointing up. You're going to wrap your fingers around the front of the rope and thumb pointing up. The next thing I see people doing wrong on this all the time is you shouldn't start with your thumb up. Rotate your hands over so the pinkies are pointing up and get a nice good stretch going. And just kind of hold it there for a minute. Then rotate your hands over, pull towards the face, slowly bring it back. Rotate your hands so the pinkies are facing over. And when you have this set up, make sure the pulley is at face level. That way you're coming towards your head. And that's the first exercise, guys. And the face pull works wonders on working these hard to work muscles that no one ever works out. So let's go ahead and let me show you the second way we can work these muscles out. Alright guys, so exercise number 2 is just a shoulder abduction exercise where you're going to keep the elbow pinched against the side and rotate your arm out. And you can do this with bands. The face pull as well, you can do with bands at home, just hooking it to a door. But if you're at the gym, of course you can use the cable machines. Just make sure you keep this elbow pinned against the body. The tendency is it's going to want to spread out to make it easier. Well, you want to keep it pinned to really hit those scapular muscles. So you'll just come across the body and bring it out. Back slow, across the body, bring it out. And you're going to want to do lightweight with these. It's not something that's a super strong muscle, so make sure you're doing light weights. And we'll go ahead and we'll get into exercise number 3, the final one that's going to save your guys' shoulders and take care of those pains. Alright guys, so the final exercise that's going to target those scapular muscles is just a simple up over. And it's the same thing with the face pull. Make sure your thumbs are facing upwards. And what you're going to do is, I suggest starting off with a 5 or 10 pound weight and just slowly bring the weight fully forward, up over the head, bring it back, slowly controlling, slowly coming down, controlling it, bring it down. And when you first start, go ahead and bring it down below your waist. It's going to make it easier. It's going to give you a little momentum to bring it up. But as you get better, make sure you just stop at chest height and come back up. When you do that, it's going to stop the momentum, and that's when it really just targets those back muscles that you're looking to. So guys, that's going to do it. Those are the 2 stretches and the 3 exercises you guys should be doing all the time. It's going to take care of those shoulder problems. There's no need for surgery. Anyone that I know that's had surgery, the problem hasn't got away because you haven't fixed what actually started the problem, the weak muscles back there. So the pain comes back and typically worse. So this will take care of them. It takes a little bit of time, but be patient. And also, don't be afraid, guys, to hit up a yoga class. They're great for shoulder pains and other types of pains, stretching muscles that you're not used to, expanding your body, lengthening it a little bit. A lot of people get compacted by sitting at a desk all day. So, as always, guys, I know there are a ton of guys with shoulder pains out there, so make sure you share this video and help them get better as well, because this video is going to help you guys a ton, anyone with shoulder pains out there. So go ahead, give it a like, subscribe, and share. And guys, as always, in the comments below, let me know what you want me to cover in future videos, and I'll get to them. But that's going to do it for this edition of Bad Andy Fitness. I'll see you guys on the next one.